Hi, babies. We're doing another soul tie reading. At this point, the only way to get a soul tie reading from me is YouTube, okay? I don't really be doing these too much on TikTok anymore, but we're just gonna get right into it. Of course, before we pull directly on your soul tie, we wanna make sure that this is the right reading for you. So for that reason, we're gonna pull just a few tarot cards on your energy specifically. Your energy might be very wrapped up in how you feel towards them and what's going on with them, but you'll still be able to understand, is this your reading by your energy? So let's get a few cards on that. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles is reversed, starting really strong. The Eight of Cups is upright. I don't know if y'all heard that. I have AirPods in, so I don't know if you heard that. That was some crazy noises that was out there. Assuming my kid is fine and would be screaming bloody murder if he needed me, we're just going to continue. We have the Hanged Man upright as well. I feel like we have enough to start here. I was just hoping for some character significators, but your energy is very much, yeah, there we go, Queen of Cups reversed. Your energy is very much wrapped up in them at this moment. Ten of Pentacles reversed, the Lovers reversed. There's something very physically weighty about this connection. Now, I don't know if y'all have been together in the sense of y'all were together, you had a home together, you had a family together, or maybe you were even together for quite some time. But that's really what the Ten of Pentacles reverse is giving, is like that there's a separation with a ton of history involved here, or just things attached. There was some sort of structure built upon this connection, and now in separation, that structure is in effect crumbling. The Eight of Cups is upright. The Queen of Cups was reversed there at the bottom of the deck. You are probably getting to the point where you have just about had it up to here. Queen of Cups reversal is, you know, you could be setting some boundaries right now. You could be going a little cold towards them, really guarding your heart, feeling very cautious, trepidatious with their energy, just feeling kind of self-protective at this time, probably validly so. Coming out with the Eight of Cups means you are, feels like in the process of making a hard choice to walk away, okay? Could be that you're feeling walked away from or left behind here, but even so with that Queen of Cups reversal, I feel like there's definitely some self-protection going on in the heart space. The Hanged Man is upright though, so that complicates things. With the Lovers reversed, Ten of Pentacles reversed, even the Eight of Cups upright, it is clear that something is in a state of separation, in a state of being dissolved, a state of dissolution. It's clear that you have perhaps done what you had to do at guarding yourself towards this person and their energy, but the Hanged Man upright tells me we're still, I don't want to say stuck, that's too harsh. Strung along, we're still tied to this. There's still an active energetic connection. All right, so that's your energy. If that resonates for you and for kind of where the connection is at right now, feel free to stick around for the rest of the reading. We're going to pull some oracle cards first on their energy, how they're feeling towards you, what they're dealing with in their life. And then we'll be pulling some tarot cards as well for future energy advice for you. There will be a locked portion to this reading. That locked portion is going to contain the future energy and the advice. You'll be able to pay through the link in my bio if you go to thickabodcrane.com and then scroll down to the locked content. Look for locked content with this date, same as the date I posted this, whenever that may be. You can purchase that portion of the reading, the locked content reading, but there will be plenty here. You won't have to. It'll be there if you want it, but you will have plenty of message from this alone. Given that there's some energy of separation involved here in this connection, feels like an active breakup, or at the very least, y'all are breaking up or spending time away, something's going on. We're gonna pull, okay. We're going to pull from this deck here. What is this deck? Energy Oracle cards, apparently. We're going to pull from Energy Oracle cards to see what is going on in their life right now. What are they dealing with? What are they working on? What are they up to? First card out is the Journey card in reverse. We also have the Magician and the Mirror in reverse. Both patience and appreciation coming out in reverse here. I also have victory in reverse. Fucking everything's in reverse. Great. This person is giving blocked and stagnant. With the Magician and the Mirror reversed and Journey reversed, it feels like this person stands at an impasse, like feeling that there's some sort of crossroads in front of them that they can't pass through. It's like they're not taking, I don't want to say accountability. I'm sure they're not taking accountability, but it feels more so like not taking accountability like over their own life, right? Like even patience in reverse, again, stagnant, just stagnant, blocked at a crossroads. It's not giving awakened. It's not giving spiritually awake. It's not giving, oh, I came online. Nothing like that. It's something about this person is so fucking blocked and stagnant. They're aware that they have lost out, that whatever happened between you and them did not result in a victory for them or for their life whatsoever. Okay. And because of that, there's also like with appreciation in reverse, there's some like kind of just icky, I don't know if it's like spiteful or like victim mindset. There's just crummy energy coming off of them. They're not doing well. Okay, take that for what it's worth. Considering this energy when we're talking about what are they doing in their day-to-day life, not fucking much, babe. Not fucking much. They're completely stagnant. It feels like a stagnant plateau to see patience and journey in reverse. They're confused, they're blocked, they're full of unprocessed and unresolved emotions to see Magician in the Mirror in reverse and appreciation in reverse. And there's a solid feeling of having lost or having lost out to see victory in reverse. So I want to pull a couple conjure cards here, more so for their energies, specifically towards you, their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, any actionable energy towards you. Let's get a few cards on that. We'll just see what comes out. Big picture stuff, and we'll talk about it. The Queen of Clubs. Okay, Mother Goose energy. We also have the Nine of Clubs coming out in reverse. Queen of Clubs, there really is no upright or reversal for the Queen of Clubs, but Nine of Clubs is distinctly in reverse. Ten of Hearts, distinctly in reverse. I'm telling you. That reminds me of the Ten of Pentacles card that came up earlier. And I was like, oh, y'all had a life together or plans to have a life together. The way that that card was in reverse, same thing here with this card being in reverse and the Victory card being in reverse. There's a feeling of such loss, such failure as it pertains to their life. The Eight of Hearts in reverse as well. Two of Clubs is upright. And bottom of the deck, the Five of Spades. I'm not sure if that's upright or reverse. It's upright. The one in the middle is upright. Okay, Five of Spades upright. Starting strong, obviously. The Ten of Hearts reversal. There's a destruction of family energy here. Okay, so I don't know if y'all had a family together or if there was, you know, future potential to have a family or at least to be together happily ever after. That future has been... feels like burned down. I mean, there's a fireplace on this card, burned down, destroyed. With the Nine of Clubs reversed and the Eight of Hearts reversed, okay? There's a definite awareness in this person's energy towards you that they are reaping what they have sown, okay? Whatever's happening right now is a result of their behavior. With the Eight of Hearts reversal, sometimes this speaks to cheating, disloyal energy, dishonest energy. That may be very well what happened between y'all. But regardless, it feels like this person is somehow taking responsibility or understands at the very least that something is sort of their fault in a way, you know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes in that sort of way, okay? I still don't believe it's making them all that actionable. I don't think they're necessarily in their redemption arc as of yet, but there is an awareness, okay? As far as how they feel towards you, the Queen of Clubs here, the Mother Goose, they seem to have some amount of reverence for you as far as you knowing what you're doing, or maybe you warned them of something. It's like, with the 9 of clubs reversed and the Queen of clubs, there's this vibe of like they fucked with the wrong one and now this is what happens. Okay, I will say this, I'm almost confused by the placement of these 2 cards in the spread, because again, from all the previous oracle cards that came up, like they're not giving actionable. But the 2 of clubs here is an agreement. It's a handshake. Can we agree on something? The 5 of spades is quite literally a card of burying the hatchet. So it feels like they want to communicate with you and see if there's any way y'all can bury the hatchet. But I don't... The cards that came up earlier, I don't think they're necessarily like pounding down your door. I don't even know if they could get up off the couch with this energy. We're going to have a quick little sidebar here. I want to pull a few cards. This is the Oracle of Pluto deck. And I want to see if I can pull a few cards to just kind of understand the energies at play in this connection. Oftentimes my clients will ask me things like, well, what were the lessons here? What was the purpose of this? Like, putting me through all this for what, right? Crab card. You may find it interesting, important, significant to know sort of the why behind all this. So what were the lessons? What was the skunk as well? So crab and skunk. What were the lessons? What was the point? What was the purpose? Snail. So crab and snail are both in reverse. This deck does have reversals. Skunk is upright. Okay. Bottom of the deck is cub here, also in reverse. Hermit crab. Are you noticing a pattern? Why does everything have a damn shell? We have crab, snail, hermit crab. Then we have skunk upright, cub reverse, and we are ending with house cat, bottom of the deck. House cat was in reverse, but I wanted y'all to see the picture. To see cub out here in reversal, we're talking about inner child issues. Okay, there's something here pulling at the inner child, a lesson from the inner child, even trauma from the inner child that is being represented here in this connection, either on your side, their side, or both. Take what resonates, okay? What's interesting is that snail and crab are both in reverse, but our third shelled card out here is upright. Remember that and follow me. Snail came out in reverse, but snail upright is a card of the right path, treading the right path in slow but steady progress. In reversal, can we imagine the opposite of that, right? It's not necessarily, I don't think it's so easy, oh, you're just on the wrong path, but something has completely stalled out, all right? And follow me, we're putting all these pieces together, okay? So something about the inner child is activated here in this connection. Here in this connection where something has completely stalled out. We see that in their energy as well, the stall, the plateau. To have crab reversal, crab upright is about boundaries and teaching others how to treat you by how you treat yourself, or what you will accept and what you will allow. To see crab in reversal, we are accepting and allowing all manner of things and telling people that we will, and it's fine, and we'll take it, we'll keep taking it. There's something here like your inner child and how they react, how they deal with energies of stagnancy. Do they open themselves up more and just continue to pour into a bottomless pit, hoping that there will be some sort of movement and progress? Does that resonate? Because it's giving, okay? Hermit crab upright, however, is the card of necessary introspection, turning inward for the answers. So if we're looking at, okay, why is this happening? Well, here's what's happening. Here's your inner child saying, please love me, please love me. I'll endure anything. I'll take any treatment if it means that you love me. And the answer seems to be the lesson that you need to learn is how to turn inward. Okay, how to turn inward with hermit crab. Skunk is also the card of alternative resources, alternative pathways, right? So if something is super stagnant and your only answer thus far is to keep giving and keep giving and keep pouring, the lesson that you haven't learned yet is to turn inward and to pick another path, pick another solution. The last card here, House Cat reversal, was sitting at the bottom of the deck. And I actually find it important to read to you from the guidebook for this card here. House Cat says, it's time to get honest with yourself. Are you moving forward toward growth, toward your desires, toward your needs? Or are you staying sedentary and complacent because at least you know what to expect? Think of the feral nature a cat never loses. There's a part of you that is also begging to be free, to be wild, to embrace the risk of trying something new. It's highly likely this is the truest version of yourself. Let that part out of the house. So normally we would stop here and I would go over future energy and advice for you in the paid portion that, again, you can reach at the link in my bio, thickabodcrane.com. You'll see a little section. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see a section that says locked content. Look for the one that is dated the same date that this video here is posted and purchase that one. But so yeah, normally this is the part I would send you there, but I feel just a soft spot in my heart towards you. And I want to send you off with, like, just for those of you who are not going to pay for the reading, okay, for the locked portion of the reading, I want to send you off just with just a little morsel of advice, okay? You shouldn't have to pay to get Spirit's advice here. I do the paid portions because it just helps me kind of correct the energetic imbalance a little bit that doing these very large readings kind of creates. But I don't want to, like, gatekeep the healthiest and the best part of the advice here. So let's pull a few cards for advice for those who are not going to stay for the paid portion. For those who are going to purchase the paid portion, you'll get twice the advice. How about that? First card out is Lynx. Second card out is Mountain. Lynx and Mountain. This is the Untamed Elemental Oracle deck. Star. And bottom of the deck is Crystal. I'm going to read you a few snippets from the guidebook here just because I feel it's important. Some of these guidebooks, not every guidebook, some of these guidebooks are fucking masterpieces in and of themselves, and I think you'll see what I mean. The first two cards that came out, Lynx and Mountain. Now, Lynx here is just a card of emotional independence, taking time in solitude, not being scared to sit in the silence. Specifically, not being scared to meditate in the silence. I believe when we get to the Star card here, you'll see why Spirit is asking you to meditate in silence. There are answers there to be had. But the Mountain card, this card reminds me of the Ace of Swords card in Tarot. Just steel backbone. I feel Spirit is pushing you to align your actions with your morals and with your beliefs, because I think you've been accepting, like we saw with that crab card in reverse, you have been accepting treatment which is far less than what you actually deserve. Okay, so hear me out. Don't get mad, hear me out. Mountain entices us with his ridges and vistas and demands coherence between conviction and action. He is proud of his statuesque prominence, embodying incorruptible dignity. Mountain urges you to focus on your alignment, okay? And I would push that a bit further and say focus on your backbone, your steel backbone here. Star card reminds me of the skunk card that came up, and what came up with the skunk? Hermit crab, skunk and hermit crab. Necessary introspection with the hermit crab and resourcefulness, alternative solutions with the skunk. So hear me out with the Star card. Stars embroidered constellations are the embodiment of self-reliance, helping you navigate toward your own bright future. Star appears when the path is obscured and you need a nudge in the right direction. When you ask for guidance, the universe will certainly answer. Listen and look for the clues that are offered. There is always a way through. So again, I feel Spirit is asking you not to be scared of solitude and to sit in the silence and ask for answers, because answers will be delivered. And to tell you to kind of align your actions and your beliefs here, really stand up for yourself and have some sort of backbone. Quick note, I love that Crystal was at the bottom of the deck. Little message from Crystal here. Crystal's sacred geometries hold the planetary codes and cosmic blueprints of universal existence. She responds to your intentions to conserve, direct, transmit, and transmute energy. She is a powerful healing ally. Crystal sends the message that self-healing is underway. You can amplify this progress by visualizing your wholeness and aligning with the curative frequencies freely given by Earth. Self-healing is a powerful choice. Okay, if you want to meet me for the next half, future energy, what to expect from this connection, and a deeper dive on advice as far as like direct action, what to literally fucking do, what to literally fucking say, you can join me on the locked portion. Love you guys.